You know that moment when something small happens, someone uses a cold tone or plans suddenly change, or you see something emotional, and instantly your chest tightens, your energy drops, and sadness hits you like a wave. Most people think this means you're too emotional, but in reality, this instant sadness is a sign of a highly responsive emotional system. Just like some people have fast reflexes in their muscles, you have fast reflexes in your emotions. And those reflexes aren't random, they're meaningful, adaptive, and incredibly valuable. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why sensitive sadness is a strength, how it can improve relationships, decision-making, creativity, and even intuition, and how to harness it instead of feeling controlled by it. The first strength is emotional radar sensitivity. People who get sad instantly have a hyper-attuned emotional detection system. Think of it as emotional surround sound. While most people pick up only the loud emotions, anger, excitement, obvious happiness, sensitive individuals detect micro-expressions, tone shifts, and invisible emotional undercurrents. This is why you might walk into a room and instantly feel something is off, or why you sense when someone is hurting before they say a word. This isn't paranoia, it's perception. Your brain is wired with a stronger mirror neuron response and greater interoceptive awareness, meaning you pick up internal and external signals rapidly. What shows up for others as intuition shows up for you as sudden emotional change, often sadness. Sadness is your brain's quick attempt to signal something's not right yet. The second strength is deep empathy, and yes, it often appears as sadness. Empathy isn't just feeling for people, it's feeling with them. When you absorb others' emotions, it means your brain's emotional resonance system works intensely. Studies show that highly empathic people have stronger neural responses in the insula and limbic system, regions responsible for emotional understanding. This makes you the kind of person who doesn't watch someone suffer from a distance. You emotionally enter their experience. That can make you sad, yes, but it also makes you compassionate, supportive, and deeply connected to humanity. Your sadness isn't weakness, it's emotional participation. Most people assume sadness means emotional instability. In reality, for sensitive people, sadness often means emotional honesty. While others repress their emotional signals, you feel yours clearly and immediately. This means you can process emotions earlier, faster, and more accurately. It's like being able to sense a storm before the clouds appear. You don't get blindsided by emotions later because you've already felt the early warning signs. The third strength is high emotional processing depth. Sensitive people process emotions through multiple layers: personal meaning, relational meaning, context, emotional triggers, past patterns, and future implications. This layered processing means emotions hit hard, but it also means the insights you gain from them are deeper. You often understand things about others, relationships, or situations long before anyone else does. This deep processing is tied to high activity in the default mode network, the part of the brain responsible for introspection and meaning-making. While others shrug and move on, you ask, "Why did that affect me?" This reflection creates emotional intelligence over time. The fourth psychological strength is strong moral sensitivity. People who get sad instantly also tend to have extremely strong inner ethics. You feel guilt intensely. You feel injustice intensely. You take your responsibilities seriously, sometimes too seriously. When someone is hurt, excluded, ignored, insulted, or mistreated, your body reacts instantly. Sadness appears because your mind is saying, "This isn't right." You're not numb to wrongdoing around you, you're alert. Highly sensitive individuals are often the conscience of social groups, workplaces, and families because they instinctively notice when something violates emotional or ethical safety. Your sadness is pointing at something real. The fifth strength is heightened attachment insight. Sensitive people track relationships in real time. You feel emotional distance instantly. You sense rejection instantly. You detect tiny changes in someone's tone or warmth instantly. While this can be painful, it also means you have relational intelligence that most people lack. You understand emotional closeness and emotional threat before others consciously notice. Your sadness acts like a relationship radar, showing you where connection is strong, weak, or shifting. Even therapists are trained to listen for these subtle emotional cues, but you feel them naturally. People who get sad quickly often outperform others in emotional resilience long term. Why? Because they confront emotions instead of avoiding them. When sadness hits, you don't bury it, you feel it. And because you face your emotions early, you learn how to navigate them with more skill. This fast emotional acknowledgement creates psychological durability. This brings us to the sixth strength, the ability to recover faster. Sensitive people don't let emotions rot inside them. You feel it, express it, reflect on it, and then release it. Imagine two people. One pushes sadness away for weeks, the other feels it now. The second person, the sensitive one, recovers sooner and with more self-awareness. The seventh and perhaps most underappreciated psychological strength is creative sensitivity. Many of the world's artists, innovators, writers, musicians, and thinkers have emotional systems that react intensely to the world. Why? Because creativity is fueled by emotional depth. People who get sad quickly also feel beauty instantly, wonder instantly, inspiration instantly. Their inner world is vivid and alive. Sadness isn't the opposite of creativity, it is part of the emotional palette that fuels imagination. Research shows that emotionally sensitive people have stronger activation in brain regions tied to creative association and intuitive thinking. Your sadness is a doorway, not a dead end. It opens you to reflection, imagination, and meaning-making. Sensitive sadness is not a random emotional glitch. It is a system, a psychological ecosystem, a combination of rapid emotional detection, deep empathy, moral sensitivity, relational awareness, creative thinking, and emotional honesty. Instead of seeing yourself as overly emotional, it's time to see yourself as a finely tuned emotional instrument. Your sadness is not a weakness, it is feedback. It's telling you what matters. It's telling you what's unsafe. It's telling you who's hurting. It's telling you who to trust. It's telling you where to heal. People who feel sadness quickly are often the emotional leaders in their relationships and families. You are the one who senses when something is wrong before it becomes a crisis. You're the one who checks in when someone is struggling. You're the one who prevents conflict from escalating. Your sadness is not a flaw. It's a signal that your emotional intelligence is active. Now let's talk about how to use these psychological strengths instead of feeling overwhelmed by them. First, don't fight your emotional responses. If you get sad quickly, recognize it as information. Ask, what is this emotion trying to tell me? Second, create emotional buffers, habits like journaling, music, or walking that help you process emotions without being consumed by them. Third, set boundaries. Sensitive people often absorb too much from others. You don't need to carry all emotional weight. Fourth, reframe sadness as function, not failure. When sadness appears, instead of saying, "Why am I like this?" say, "What am I sensing that others can't see yet?" This shift alone can transform your relationship with your emotions. Remember this. The world desperately needs people who feel deeply, people who notice the emotional truth beneath the surface, people who sense what others overlook, people whose sadness is not a breakdown, but a signal of compassion, intelligence, sensitivity, intuition, and depth. Your emotions make you human, and your sadness makes you wise. Don't numb it. Don't apologize for it. Don't shrink from it. Sadness is not your enemy. It is your emotional compass, pointing you toward understanding, connection, and meaning.